Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm just here today with my brother in arms, Magog. How you doing?
What's up, everybody?
And I thought we'd have a little release party because I'm going to be uploading a video in, well, I guess we're going to be talking here for an hour or something, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
yeah, and then I'll upload the video, and then I will head on over to Magog's channel and continue after I've uploaded the video.
Yep.
So, just to alleviate all you who've been worrying, sending me messages asking if I'm going to be uploading the video after an 8-hour stream with Magog.
No,
No,
no. Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
We're
Distant Worlds in the chat says only an hour. You two? Ha ha ha
Yeah.
ha ha.
Well, I mean, we could go on the other channel, but yeah, we
Right,
should try to upload the video within a reasonable time.
right. I'll keep an eye on the time. It is 4 o'clock p.m. my time here in Central Time Zone here in America. Then that is the proper time zone. Every other time zone is fucking ridiculous.
No.
And it is a beautiful, balmy, nice 55-degree winter day in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Nice stormy weather, so it's wet and humid outside, and it's warmed it up a bit. After a couple days of nice 28-degree fucking weather, we get a nice 50-degree day. Yes, it's very nice.
Right. That's good. That's good. A little bit chilly for my taste, but uh,
Arkansas is unpredictable as fuck.
yeah. So, what have you been up to?
Oh, just masturbating vigorously to pornography.
Oh, that's the best, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? I mean, Jesus, I live the greatest life.
Yeah, but anyway, I should tell you guys listening here. I designed a new logo, and Magog has helped me realize it in nice vector graphics and all that. So that will be coming up. I've actually made a T-shirt with it, which is actually available right now on Teespring.
Yes, and everybody go and buy that. All proceeds go to the Undoomed Whiskey Fund.
Exactly.
And that is a good cause right there, people. I mean,
If
it's
you've
right
ever
up.
heard one, yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's right up there with St. Jude's and cancer research.
But yeah, so that one came out really good. Me and Magog have been going back and forth on it for a couple of days here, and it's a nice, simple, clean logo the way I like it. So that's
Yes,
pretty cool.
I am excited to see what comes of it.
Yeah,
Um,
Magog literally finished the Illustrator file a couple of hours ago, so it's not in the video or anything.
right.
Um, but there is a T-shirt that I uploaded there to Teespring, so that's pretty cool.
Yes, and I think we actually started this idea like a month ago. You asked me if we could collab on this and get something really fleshed out, and it took me a while because I couldn't work on it, every day. But we finally settled on a really nice, simplistic design. You wanted a very minimalist design, and I really liked what you kind of had in mind, and I took it and rolled with it, and smoothed it out, made it a vector, and now you got T-shirts already. Jeez. Boy,
Yeah.
you work fast, don't you?
Well, I figured just throw it out there. I mean, it's such a nice, simple logo. It doesn't need any frills. It's kind of like that Atari logo. You know?
Oh yeah. I mean, I definitely like the more, I guess, blocky sci-fi letter font that I kind of custom designed because I couldn't find one that I liked 100%.
Yeah.
So that was cool. That kind of has the look and feel of what you were looking for because your channel, is a little bit more sci-fi themed, I guess, with all the planets and stars and cool sci-fi CGI graphics and stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I like. You got your fantasy theme, and I don't really have a sci-fi theme, but I do like or love sci-fi.
I think you do personally. I mean, maybe not your avatar. You're like a blank-faced guy wearing a suit, but every one of your videos, there's like these star fields and planets, and it has that really great kind of like synth music that you create. Speaking of, I also added that song you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the one song that you ever made that even sounds half-ass medieval.
Oh, right. The battle scars.
Yeah, the battle scars. And I went ahead and and added that as my end credits song for Sidequest.
Right. That's cool.
So that and of course I credited you. I put your little image up there and was like Hero's Journey by Undoomed, because I didn't know what it was really called because the file name was really long. Probably should have asked you before I named it myself, but I figured it needed a name of some sort.
Well, Battlestars was the original name.
Okay, well, I will change that. But either way, people know that it's Undoom's original music, and I appreciate you giving that to me.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, that was a while ago. I remember we talked about you wanted some music there, and I said, "Well, I have this thing.
Yep.
Use it if you can."
Oh yeah, and then of course for Sidequest, you gave me that audio file. Thank you so much for that. I added that to the last Sidequest, so people got a nice right at the beginning. Viewer discretion is advised. Sidequest is a shit show.
Exactly. Yeah. Were there any people in there who thought I was going to be on the show when you put that in there? Or?
No. People who watch Sidequest know what the format is. We don't have guests.
Right.
It's the same four characters fucking with each other. But it was just a nice little tidbit at the beginning because you have that like deep growly voice that sounds like a movie trailer voice, So I thought it fit perfectly because the opening sequence for Sidequest is this really nice kind of movie trailer-esque opening intro that I took weeks to put together.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, it totally just fits with the whole theme with the dum 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 music and stuff that plays, and it's, the letters fly up on the screen, and it's like, here's the mage, here's the Beardbarian, fun stuff.
Yeah. That was. I saw the beginning there. I looked it up, but I didn't stay for the end credits.
No, yeah, I can. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's a 2-hour show, but I also put up during the end credits the Maiden of the Month. That's what I'm going to start doing with the end credits. The lovely ladies, the Maidens of Morscar, that have decided to do cosplay medieval, characters from my world. I will start featuring during the end credits of my videos, and their picture's going to come up and have a place for you to follow them on Twitter and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yep, I've gotten a lot of work done, a lot of headway.
Who was the first lady?
It was Dork Oracle. She's a prominent Twitter user, as well as she hops in a lot of live streams. Lovely young lady from Australia, and she dressed up, created a character for my world called Alora Evergarden. And so she has the beautiful, gown on with her cleavage out and fucking, beautiful makeup and everything. So, and she's got these little devil horns on her head, because she's kind of like a half demon, half elf character.
Sweet.
Yep, it's good times. It's just a little eye candy for my fans during the end credits. You can sit there and look at the Maiden of the Month.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Maiden of the Month instead of Playmate.
Yes, exactly. I'm doing the medieval. Not nudity, unless somebody wants to do nudity. I'm not going to say no, but
yeah, send nudes. Magog needs the nudes.
I actually tweeted that once and I regretted it.
Why? You got gay porn?
Oh, you got all kinds of trolls, man. People were sending nasty pictures of old ladies, and oh man, it was never gonna tweet that ever again.
Oh my god. Yeah, that would probably be horrible. All these people sending all this, the old folk. Jesus.
Right, exactly. Now, speaking of speaking of beard burying, though, I don't know if you heard, but Beardy got his channel shut down.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it just happened yesterday.
Why?
Apparently, either it was a mass flagging campaign or he got hacked, but basically Google sent him a message saying his YouTube channel was completely flagged down. And the excuse they gave in the email, I believe, was for spam.
Spam?
Yeah, so it got flagged for spam. I don't know exactly what that means.
Well, I mean, that's got to be a false flag, obviously. Spam.
Oh, yeah.
Spam is when you try to sell something and you don't click that thing that says, I'm selling something here, right?
Yeah, basically spam is for, when they flag channels down on YouTube for spam, it's basically channels that are like created in India and they're uploading movies that they don't own, or they're uploading product advertisements.
Well, that's a copyright claim, though. I mean, spam is just, what you get in your inbox with fucking erectile dysfunction medicine and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
that's spam.
Yeah, but I think they define it differently because, I mean, you can be flagged for spam by just constantly uploading, not entire movies, but just like scenes from movies over and over again. It's like you're just loading up YouTube servers with fucking bullshit. But here's the thing. Beardy's content, it's all original.
Mm-hmm.
None of it is copywritten or anything like that. He doesn't even do political stuff. He does comedy, Right. He'll go out in the woods and act like a barbarian and do these really funny kind of adventure videos and stuff. So right. I have no idea.
Just hold on. Let me just do the super chat here from Hey Dude 77 says Dorky is attractive, especially with that accent.
Yes, she's from Australia.
Right. Well, I don't know who it is. I've seen the name, I think, but I don't remember what she looks like. So I'll take your word for it. Anyway,
yes,
go on.
But yeah, I'm really sad to hear that. He says he's contacted everybody who needs to be contacted. He's contacted YouTube team. He's contacted, what is it? A trusted flagger.
Mm-hmm.
So he did announce on Twitter not to spam YouTube and trusted flagger, that everything that is being done that can be done is being done. Mm-hmm. But man, if they can get Beardy, man, none of us are safe, because that dude did all original content. He didn't even do response videos. So it's not even like he was doing what I do, which is take a video and respond to it,
Mm-hmm.
Like he was doing just truly original content.
That's crazy. But that's the way it is.
Yeah. And, he's kind of bummed out about it too. He's like, man, he's worked for almost 2 years now, just the same as me. He's worked for the past 2 years to try to build up his channel and get fans and get subscribers. And
of course.
And man, he tweeted me and was just like, you know what? I don't even know if I never get this channel back. I don't even know if I'll start another one. I mean, because he's like, I make more money just doing Sidequest on Mondays with you guys than I do on my whole fucking channel.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's just like, this is where we're at these days,
Yeah, but that has to be reversed. I mean,
yeah.
It's obviously a false flag. Spam. The fuck.
Right, exactly.
Like you say, the guy uploads his original stuff. Come on. That's obviously someone's really butthurt and mass flagging him.
That's what I think it is, and that's what he thinks it is, because I don't think he was hacked, personally. I don't think
unless his password is 1234 or something.
Yeah, well, just the fact that he was able to contact Google through his account means that he didn't lose his password. Because if he was hacked, the first thing they would do is probably lock him out by changing the password.
Yeah. That's. I mean, you can't really flag yourself, even if you hack yourself, or you have access to your own account. So flagging, logging in doesn't really make any sense.
Well, here's the thing too, and this is just a conspiracy theory, but sometimes I like to play with conspiracy theories in my head.
Mm-hmm.
He lives in Canada,
mm-hmm.
and they have different laws there. And it could very well have been some Canadian fuckstick found his channel to be offensive and reported it to the Human Rights Tribunal.
Yeah, but it's spam though. Then you'd be reported for some sort of community guideline strike.
Well, I mean, but that remains to be seen because I mean, I didn't read the original email. All he said on his Patreon announcement was that, in quotations, it was flagged down for spam in quotations.
Right.
But that
right.
could just be Google saying something. They probably got a shit ton of flags and we're just like, shut it down. You know?
Well, but they usually say what it's for. I mean, you can even follow a link and it'll say like this user was shut down for copyright violation, or this thing was shut down for violations against the community guidelines. You know, it usually says. Right.
Well, let me go to.
I mean, sure, there are Nazis in Canada, but I don't think spam is part of their their civil rights tribunals.
Okay, here it is. I just went to Beardy's channel. I found a link on an old episode of Sidequest because I link his channel because you can't search for it anymore, so you have to have a direct link. And it says, this account has been terminated due to multiple or severe violations of YouTube's policy against spam, deceptive practices, and misleading content or other terms of service violations.
Yeah, it's always that other.
Yeah. So who knows whether it's actually for spam or deceptive practices or misleading content or other, you know? So I don't want to sit here and be a liar and say he was flagged down for spam. Let me amend what I originally said. He was flagged down for spam or other.
Yeah. Yeah, but either way, it's bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, complete fucking bullshit, man. I'm so pissed off because Beardy's a friend, you know?
Yeah.
He's not just a coworker. He's not just a guy who comes on my show. He is a friend. I've gotten to know him over the past almost 2 years, and he's a really good guy, and he does all original content. Deceptive practices, my ass. Okay? But like I said, because he's in Canada, it could very well have been just a mass flagging campaign against his offensive humor. Because he is a comedian and he does crack a lot of off-color jokes. He may not be so it's definitely not a copyright strike. It's not like he was uploading somebody's video and responding to it and they flagged it. I think it's because he's a naughty comedian from Canada and they don't like that kind of comedy anymore.
Well, I mean, at least the government doesn't, but I think there are probably some normal people in that country too.
Oh, of course, I'm not blaming all Canadians, but there are definitely some fucksticks out there that look for that kind of shit and flag it.
For sure.
You know, because
I mean, and that will always happen. You know, I just wish Google would have some fucking human being take a look at shit before the AI can just ban people.
Yep.
Or you know, it's a big thing. It's people's livelihoods and shit.
It's massive. It's a massive problem because the algorithm does so much to preemptively prevent stuff that is actually bad and against the law, like pedophile porn and ISIS beheading videos. But it has a dark side to it where it'll flag anything that has like a certain keyword or something like that. And
well, I'm not talking about the flagging right now. I'm talking about when the algorithm reaches the conclusion that this guy should be terminated, then a human being should step in.
Exactly. I mean, that's a big problem because the algorithm now finds just keywords and flags it. And if it's enough keywords, it'll flag it for termination without a human being even interacting with it. That's what I was saying. And it's like, that's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
But this is probably people doing it, you know?
Oh, yeah. I have no doubt that a big group of people got pissed at Beardy for something he said on Twitter or something he said in a video and have just mass flagged his video.
Right.
Or mass flagged his channel. So I hope he gets his channel back. It's complete fucking garbage. If it doesn't come back, he'll either have to create a new one or he's just going to stick with doing side quests with me and collaborative stuff, kind of join my creative team. He's not going anywhere. That's the big thing. He's not going to leave Sidequest and abandon YouTube completely. He is an entertainer. He loves doing what he does, but this has affected him. And now he's got to go get a normal jack-off job because he was barely making ends meet on YouTube as it is.
Yeah.
And now this happens.
How many subscribers did he have?
I think close to like 7,000, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like huge, you know?
No, he's not a big guy, but it's usually the little people that get the short end of the stick.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Eddie from Space asked, who's Beardy? The Beardbarian is a comedic character, much like the one I play. It's a medieval fantasy character who is a barbarian who is kind of goofy and stupid and cracks all kinds of jokes. And he does really funny original content. He's also on my show on my live show Sidequest on Mondays.
Yeah. You should send a message in chat so they have your info there.
Yeah. Here's me. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The way I'm talking now is not the way I talk in my videos. I play a character, everybody. So.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's kind of hard to have a normal conversation with Magog the character.
Yeah, it gets hurt. It starts to hurt my throat after a while. I mean, you know, I have this talk like this the whole fucking time. I mean, it gets fucking annoying, man.
Yeah.
You got a couple super chats there, my dude.
Yep. Let's see here. Hey, dude, 77 says Sinatra spoke to a human when he got a strike, and that person told him that they are not allowed to say what rules he broke to get the strike.
That's fucking stupid.
Right. But I don't know what he got the strike for, and obviously he doesn't either. But the point was that sometimes it just seems like if there's enough people mass flagging you get terminated. That's it. Even if it's not reasonable. For instance, if you get, let's say you upload a video of you sitting talking to your camera about something completely innocuous, and then you get mass flagged for pornography. I mean, that's not reasonable, but the bot will still terminate you.
Yeah.
And so a human being could have just looked at the video and seen, okay, well, pornography, really? Fuck off, right?
Yeah.
So a human being could have fixed that problem. So that's my main concern there.
Right.
But it's of course it's still infuriating that they won't tell you what rules you've broken. So yeah.
Yeah. You are guilty of breaking the rule other.
Yeah. Well, that's why they put in that stuff, so they can just do whatever the fuck they want, because right. we have other rules here.
And then they show up to Congress and are like, but we have a terms of service, people have to follow it. And so the government gets really confused because they don't actually know this whole internet culture thing. And so they're like, well, they have terms of service, they're a corporation, they're allowed to they're allowed to host who they wish on their platform and blah blah, they're protected under those business laws. And so it just allows them to literally just be like, that person broke one of our rules. What rule? I don't know. One of the fucking terms of services. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we just wanted to get rid of them. So that's why we put in all these vague shit in the rules. Anyway, let's see here. The Engaged Few says, gosh, I hope Beardy didn't lose his channel because I made a crude super chat on Sidequest. It won't stop me, but I still feel bad about it.
No, there's no way that Beardy got flagged because of anything that was said on Sidequest. Sidequest is on my channel.
Yeah, exactly. So no, you're safe. You're safe, dude. Yeah.
Continue making crude comments on Sidequest. That's what that show is for. It's complete bonkers. It's just completely bonkers. The whole fucking theme of that show, but people like it, man. And we're growing. It has surprised me that that over the time doing Sidequest, we've gone from maybe like 130 people watching live to pretty much always breaking 200, you know, all the way till the end. So it's been real nice to see 200, 250, close to 300 people watching live every time.
But don't you think you should have a contingency for inviting other people?
Well, we're in 2019, we're expanding. We're gonna do other shows and stuff. Sidequest is specifically to see the interactions of these four characters. Reading news articles and telling stories from our world in quotations. It's
Mhm.
kind of an expansion of the idea of Magog, these outsiders looking in on
Right.
a different world.
Wouldn't it be like mix up the or change up the dynamic of it to have another person in there?
Well, that's the thing. If we start getting guests, the guest won't be able to have the same rules because
Okay.
because the whole thing with SideQuest, it's a very unique podcast, is that we have these health bars
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we insult each other and it takes health away and then we die on screen. If I get a different guest every week, I can't add them to the overlay. I can't give them a health bar because it would change every fucking time. They would basically be, just like kind of a third party, just viewer, I guess, a live viewer or something. They would be able to interact and stuff, but they would never be able to receive the punishments or have special attacks because those are all like animations that take me forever to do and everything.
Right, right. Well,
SideQuest is not a typical podcast. It's not one where you get guests on and do interviews.
No, I mean, I know, but I guess it would be nice to have a guest sometimes. It would mix things up, right?
Well, we've thought about that, but it'll be a different show because in 2019 we're going to start doing SideQuest twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
But SideQuest on Friday nights is going to have probably a different format, different overlays, and probably kind of a different theme. So it'll still be SideQuest, but maybe that's the SideQuest we'll start getting guests on and have like maybe kind of a game show theme to it.
Yeah,
we're figuring that out. I've thought about how I could bring guests in and give them their own little like health bars that I can control, and everybody can kind of play a game or something.
Right.
We're working on it. 2019 is going to be a big year.
Right. So, okay. So what's been happening in the news lately?
Honestly, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, me neither. I've just been working.
Yeah, man. I've been busting ass. I mean, and the holidays, kind of got in the way. I'm not going to lie. Thanksgiving, families coming into town. I've got other obligations. I've been doing videos. I've been trying to catch up on content so my fans are happy. I mean, there are a few things I've been paying attention to, mostly, but politics always kind of slows down around the holidays anyway.
Sure, but it doesn't have to be politics. I just figured if you seen anything interesting in the papers or websites or whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a few things out there. I did notice you retweeted something that we covered on SideQuest on Monday.
Oh, what was that?
It was an article about a woman who is engaged to a chandelier.
Yeah. She's engaged to a chandelier.
Yeah, and she apparently identifies as objecti sexual, which means like
object sexual.
Yeah, it's like
she can only get off on objects.
Yeah. So and oh god, that article is awful. There was pictures of her like licking the crystals, she's all like
fucking chandelier. I mean, I could understand a fucking sex robot, but a fucking chandelier? What the fuck is that? Well, it was like, do you fuck the light bulbs? How does that work?
I have no idea, man. People are fucking getting weird, bro.
How does that work?
Have you ever seen the show My Strange Addiction?
No.
It's like a television show. I caught a few episodes back when I used to have cable, but I gave that up for just the internet. But anyway, there was these show on like, I don't even know what network it appears on, but basically they feature people who are addicted to very strange things.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the episodes was a guy from right here in Arkansas who was in a relationship with his car. Like, he loved his car. And it wasn't even a nice car. It wasn't even like a Ferrari or a Porsche. It was like a
Get a hold
Toyota
of yourself.
Camry from the 90s, you know?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, every man loves his car, but you can't fuck your car.
Yeah, he's oh god, the stuff that they show, like he's sitting there, his legs are under the car, he's like kissing the bumper and touching the headlights. He get, you know, and the guy doing the show like asked him, "How do you have a sexual relationship with the car?" And he's like, "Well, most of the time I sit in the car and I masturbate, you know, and tell her that I love her." And he rubs the steering wheel and stuff. It's so weird, so fucking weird.
I decorate the steering wheel with some cum and
yeah, exactly. Irish Rose mentions the channel. It's on TLC. Thank you, Irish Rose. The Learning Channel features this crap show. It was a Chevy Malibu.
I thought it was Tender Loving Care.
I have no idea.
That's what they do to the car, right?
I guess so. But there was another woman on that show that was like addicted to snorting baby powder. Like she couldn't stop. Like she couldn't stop.
That reminds me of that dude in The Wraith. It's like an 80s movie where he just keeps drinking brake fluid.
Yeah.
God, that got some kick.
Right? Yeah, I remember that fucking movie. Yeah, dude. No, I mean, that's some weird people, man. Like she was snorting so much of this shit by like the pound that it was destroying her sinus cavity. And like the doctors were telling her, if you keep fucking doing this, you're going to die, you know?
Yeah. Why?
She was just addicted to it. It was a very strange thing. She got addicted to the smell of baby powder and that just went off the rails. So something happened in her mind and it just clicked in her brain.
Does that have any fucking effect on the brain or what? I don't even know what's in baby powder.
It's talking powder. It's talk.
Yeah,
you know,
can you get high on that?
I don't know. According to Mike Davies, it causes cancer. So breathing in a lot of talk probably causes cancer. So yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it would probably make your lungs fill up with gypsum.
Yeah, there's some serious people watching this stream right now that have seen this fucking show because there's Era Turbo says, yeah, she was a black lady with a baby doll head. That she was. What
does that mean?
Well, dude, she had a funny shaped head and she was black.
Okay.
But I mean, it just proves that he saw the episode is what I'm getting at.
Right.
Yeah, there was another one I watched where the woman was addicted to potatoes and cheese. That's all she ate. She literally had no vegetables, no meat, nothing. Every day, all day, she would eat different forms of potatoes and cheese, like cheese fries, but grilled potatoes with cheese on it. Fucking
scurvy much?
Jesus Christ, yeah, right. Gee, wow. Like you can't just live off of potatoes and cheese. I'm sorry.
No, you're gonna get scurvy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much what happened to all the sailors.
Yep. I mean, fucking hell, man. That woman, you'd see her, and she was big too, because all that potato, man.
Yeah,
man, she'd have mashed potatoes and cheese, no gravy.
She showed up, and it was like a UPS truck showed up.
Yeah. Aero Turbo says she loved the smell of the doll head. I don't remember that part. I just knew she had a funny shaped head.
Okay.
Probably because she was snorting baby powder. Probably deformed her face.
Yeah. It probably deformed her brain or eliminated it.
Jesus Christ, that woman was doing some. Man, that show is fucking weird, man. There's some people out there and
I have enough of losing my faith in humanity. I do not need to see that show.
Well, that's the thing too, is it's a problem with the progressive leftist ideology right now in this day and age that makes that kind of aberrant behavior okay.
Yeah,
no,
everything is okay.
Yeah, these people, no, it's not okay. These people need fucking help. I'm sorry.
If you're snorting baby powder, it'd be better if you're snorting cocaine, probably. Just, check into a mental institution. Jesus Christ.
Like, okay, you're addicted to sticking your dick up the tailpipe of your Chevy Malibu. Time to go to a psychologist, bro. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry it sounds mean and it's not so progressive or PC to say, but go to a fucking psychologist.
Yeah, but this is not a progressive stream, so that's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, fucking look at Portland and the people that are there. I mean, it's fucking insanity. There are people who, because they're just totally okay with all the different alternative lifestyles. It's so politically correct to be about alternative lifestyles.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being okay with people doing weird shit and not, offering help for mentally ill people.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay to be like, okay, you snort baby powder, that you do you. You're over there, I'm over here. But at the same time, don't expect me to be like, you're so brave.
No,
that is so normal. No, it's not.
I mean, I'm not saying they should force them into an insane asylum, but maybe offer it.
Right, yeah. At least come up to a motherfucker and be like, do you need like some help? Because
Yeah.
right now you're like shitting in the street.
Yeah.
Like you're taking a squat right in the doorway of a business. Maybe you need some fucking special help, man.
Yeah. Gamer Freak 3110 says, great to see you lads again. Thank you very much, sir.
It's good to see you too, guy I don't know.
Yeah. I have missed you.
Well, welcome to the show. Yes. Welcome to the shit show. Go ahead and make the announcement again for the people, because you said it right at the beginning, but maybe some more people showed up while we're doing this show. This is not an unprofessional stream.
It's very, very unprofessionally professional.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Just sum it up again. I will be releasing a video in about half an hour. And then, so after I've uploaded that and all that jazz, I'm moving over to Magog's channel and continuing to stream over there. And also, I have designed a new logo in cooperation with Magog. And that logo, you can check it out in the Teespring store for my where I have my t-shirts. It's up on there. It unfortunately is not in the video because it it's just ready a couple of hours ago, so it didn't make it into that one. I don't know. Was it anything else I said in the beginning?
No, that about sums it up. Just wanted to make sure anybody joining us now knew the purpose of this stream was to promote the new video coming out in half an hour and to tell everybody about your new t-shirt.
Yep.
That's about it. And but you did forget something. You forgot to say my very best friend Magog. You got to get that right, man. I'm sorry. You just
Well, I thought I called you my brother in arms.
That was at the very beginning, but when you said, you've got to, it's my very best friend, brother in arms, Magog. We'll add to it too, No,
that's gay.
So what are you gay? What are you, the gay?
Oh, you a gay? Do you have a case of the gays?
Right. Mike Davies says in the chat, hey, is anybody here also on stream.me? We've been getting a lot of that, haven't we?
Oh yeah. I haven't had time to check it out yet, but last time we talked, a lot of people suggested it, and I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna definitely get on there and have that. So I don't have any news for it.
Yeah. I think that that is something I'm going to look into 2019. When we start expanding Sidequest, I'm going to try to simulcast to stream.me as well as YouTube.
Yeah, I have been warned. It's good to have a backup.
Right. And I also have been warned against simulcasting to Twitch because apparently Twitch has changed all their rules and my show would not be welcome on Twitch, probably get flagged down.
Yeah, as far as I've heard, Twitch is much worse than YouTube, so I don't even know why I would go there.
Yeah, I mean, I have other YouTube friends who have just completely stopped using Twitch because they've just been flagged or their streams have been shut off midstream and stuff because they said something untoward. So I'm not even going to fuck around with Twitch. It'll probably be stream.me and YouTube simulcast.
Yeah, that's good. Is that like, do you do that with a stream key so they're going out to the same from the I mean, you're sending it from the same computer, or How's that work?
Yeah. Basically, there's a website out there called Restream.io.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Restream.io allows you to log in, create an account, and then allows you to plug in multiple channels.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll give you a single stream key that you then load into OBS, and it'll stream out for you to all of them.
Okay.
So basically, Restream takes all the stream keys from whatever you load in, Twitch, YouTube, they have all kinds of different websites to choose from, or you can manually load in a website that they don't offer, like stream.me, if they don't offer it over there yet. And you can get a single stream key that allows you to plug that in, and Restream will then recognize that stream key and plug it out to all the stuff you've inputted. So it's a really nice program to have. Somebody came up with that idea is a fucking genius,
Right.
So
yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. So yeah, we'll look into that. And I hear a lot of people like it, so we should be on there.
Yeah. Stream.me seems like the big up and comer right now. Everybody's talking about it. And of course, to the tech companies that already exist, it's a place of racism and alt-right, nonsense, because that's what all these up and coming ones apparently are.
Yeah, that's what they always say, obviously, because they don't want competition.
Right. But stream.me, I think, is really appealing to live streamers and people who like to do podcasts, because apparently somebody did explain it to me. In fact, it was Dork Oracle, the maiden of the month for me, for my channel. She explained to me that apparently there's just like, the reason people like it is because there's monetary value right out the gate.
Okay.
Like, it's not like one of these that has to build up and finally get ads and stuff before they start paying their creators. Apparently, there's multiple ways to make money. Like, people can buy tokens, and then they can spend those tokens to be able to, like, make little graphics play on your stream and stuff. And then there's, like, if you reach a certain amount of people, a stream.me will actually pay you for, like, promoting their system and all that stuff. I mean, there's apparently multiple ways to make money on it, which really appeals to podcasters and live streamers, because people want to make money.
Right. Does anyone know what the guy's name is who owns this stuff? Be nice to talk to him.
I have no idea who owns stream.me. I am in contact with a guy who owns BitChute. I've talked to him now and again. I'd love to get him on a show and interview him.
Yeah, I've talked to him too.
Yeah, but not stream.me. I don't know who the fuck owns that.
No, that'd be interesting to talk to the guy. So if anyone knows that, tweet that at me.
Yeah, that'd be a really good conversation. I think I'd watch that for sure. If you get him on your stream, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to know what his thoughts are about because right now they are kind of selling it as a freedom of speech, freedom of expression, Yeah,
that'd be really interesting to talk to him. I'm sure a lot of people would like to hear it.
Yep, so. And Dork Oracle is in the chat. The maiden of the month is here, actually, and she says, I can get onto him or can get onto the main tech guy.
Oh, would you please do that? Please introduce us.
Yes. And if you can't directly contact Undoom, because he gets a lot of messages and tweets at him, Dork, go ahead and send it to me, and I'll make sure Undoom gets it.
Yeah, he can make sure I follow you. You can remind me.
Yep, yeah, I will. And you were also supposed to have you wanted to have a conversation with Medusa. I kept trying to bump you in that. I created a Twitter group with just me, you, and Medusa, because you wanted an introduction, but I guess you still haven't gotten that.
Oh, yeah. I usually, there's so many fucking groups. People keep adding me to groups, so I'm usually like, I'll probably look at that group later, and then I forget. So I've probably just ignored it.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I just wanted to remind you that was something you wanted in touch with.
Yeah, exactly. Just remind me in a private DM on Twitter.
Yep, will do.
Because I usually, or I always open your DMs. So
yeah. I will. I'll make that introduction in a better way. I'll just send you her Twitter so you can follow her and stuff. But anyway, yeah, thanks, Dork. If you can get us, I mean, I don't know who the fuck owns stream.me, but it sounds like they're really taking off. People are really taking to them. I'm gonna have to check it out. I just haven't had time. I mean, I've really been working on content. My latest video series is an actual multi-part, which I have never done a multi-part really, and it is the worst goddamn experience of my life.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the indoctrination videos, right?
Yes, the fucking radical cram school bullshit.
Yeah. I saw the first one.
There's like 5 videos, and I have to go through them all because my fans want to see me suffer. Oh boy, I
was considering doing those, but then I saw every person on the planet has already done a video. I was like,
yeah, I know that because Paul Joseph Watson and Sargon have already talked about them, and Computing Forever. I mean, everybody's done them, but Magog is a character that people like to see do things, no matter if somebody's done it or not. And I have my own kind of comedy about it, and that first one was really funny, but the part 2 last night, I honestly, there's a part in that video where I just get up and leave. I'm like, nope. And that is because I couldn't finish the script. I'm just going to be honest. I could not make it through that second video with the puppet show. I couldn't do it. I couldn't fucking do it. I was like, you know what? I'm ending the script here. I'm fucking done. I can't do it. My nose is starting to bleed.
Yeah. I mean, that was so... okay, so if, in all fairness, like Sargon said in his video, this is not actually for a school, but this is what they want, right?
Yeah.
This is what they want. So this is their utopia, and what do we get? We get, hello, comrades.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people were in my comments going, this isn't real. She's a comedian. Blah. It's probably satire. But I looked through her whole fucking channel, and it is just filled with leftist propaganda. I mean, he even does like stand-up comedy.
Well, I mean, if you open your videos with "Hello, comrades," there's no saving them. Yeah, you shouldn't be surprised that their Twitter feed is filled with leftist propaganda if they're fucking "Hello, comrades." And yes, we're going to study revolution. That's what they're going to study with the kids. Like,
oh yeah,
what?
And you're right. It isn't a real school. It's not a real classroom. This is a lady doing videos to the.
Yeah, she does. This is what she wants school to be.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother her.
And I'm sure she wants schools to actually show these videos in the classroom. That would probably get her off.
Oh yeah, and there's also a reason she disabled comments so that people can show them in schools without anybody seeing the negative comments. I mean, you go over to the original videos, the downvote to upvote ratio is fucking horrendous. It'll have like it's like 2,000 upvotes, 30,000 downvotes. Like, Jesus Christ.
That's worse than a fucking EA game.
Yeah, gee, wow. Are you going to offer loot boxes anytime soon? Like,
what's going on?
Yeah, Jesus fucking. But I had to,
what is it she says in the beginning there? There's something about revolution, right?
Yeah, she's talking about
we're going to study revolution and social justice, and what's she saying to the kids?
She's basically saying that, and then she's also how to be comfortable in your own body and identity and all that stuff, and welcome to Radical Cram School, and it has that fucking cutesy, opening.
Yeah, and then they go off, and it's like, yeah, and how about those white people? Yeah, they're fucking icky.
Yeah,
the kids are like totally indoctrinated already.
Yeah, all them little girls they're all like wearing yellow berets.
Yeah. Like, what are you, the yellow Khmers?
Yeah, what is Jesus Christ? What is she, the female Pol Pot? Like, what is going on? Like, fucking hell! Like, these little revolutionary kids, and the one I uploaded last night, the part 2. Also, I did 2 videos in one, because I'm trying to speed it up. I don't want to do all 5 individual. But it was her grammar teaching too, not only the puppet show, but the grammar. And in it, she was all like, does anybody know any non-binary gender people? And this one little girl, I swear to God, she couldn't have been more than 8, 9 years old, was like, I'm gender fluid.
Sure you are.
No, you're not. No,
You don't even know what fucking gender is at that age.
Yeah, God. It's fucking horrible. And so all the people...
You have to reach puberty to even have any fucking clue about that shit.
Yeah, whatever happened to just being a kid and going, ooh, girls are icky until you hit puberty and all of a sudden it's like, ooh.
Ooh la la.
La la. Hell yeah. It reminds me of that South Park episode when Bebe gets boobs. She comes into class and all the boys suddenly just turn into cavemen. They're like, oh, oh, oh.
Okay. I haven't seen that.
They don't even know why. It's like the fucking Stan is sitting in his fucking bedroom, like drawing boobs on the wall, and he's going, tatas, tatas. And Stan's dad is like, yes, son, tatas.
You're a man now.
But
I haven't seen that. Is that a new one or what?
No, that was that must have been maybe third or fourth season.
Oh,
it was an old one. Yeah, I just remember there's certain episodes that just like are fresh on my mind because I recently did like a binge watch of all the South Park. You know, not really watching it, but just kind of having it running in the background while I'm working. You know?
Right.
But it's been so long since I've watched South Park. I think I gave up watching it on its like 12th season or something like that. So I've got a lot to catch up on apparently because it's on its 22nd year, man.
Oh, yeah.
22nd
year. Jesus Christ. These guys are still doing it, huh?
Oh, yeah. And not a lot of cartoon shows last that long. I mean, The Simpsons is what, 35?
Yeah, it's like them and Law and Order or something.
Yeah. Well, Family Guy's been running for quite a while, too. Family Guy's probably.
I don't know, but I mean, usually no TV series lasts more than 8 seasons or something.
Yeah. But South Park, man, they just no matter how like progressive liberal, that Comedy Central gets, they will not give up South Park. It's their moneymaker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, name another good show on Comedy Central. I fucking dare you.
No, I can.
Exactly. So no matter how much they fucking harp on no matter how much they satirize everything that happens in our current, world, our society, no matter how offensive they are, no matter how many like negative fucking emails the president of fucking Comedy Central probably gets, they'll never dump South Park.
No. The only thing that's going to happen is at some point it's just going to be too expensive for the guys to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
in comparison to the ratings.
Yeah, the ratings would have to plummet, and that just doesn't seem to be happening with South Park. I think generally people just like South Park because they satirize everything. They satirize both sides of every argument.
Mm-hmm.
So, like in the newest season that I'm on.
That's the way it should be. I mean, I don't mind anyone satirizing, what I say or what I think is right or whatever. You fucking go nuts, dude. It's just, if you're going to do it on a TV show, just do both sides. That's all I ask.
Yeah, and South Park's really good at that. Like in the episode where Mr. Garrison is basically Donald Trump, and he's running against Hillary Clinton. They're sitting there. It's like, it's time to vote between a giant douche and a shit sandwich. So it's like both sides. It's like both sides. So you get satire on both sides. So you're sitting there. It's not like you watch the episode and they're like, now it's time to vote between a giant douche and Hillary Clinton, the most beloved woman ever. If they had done that,
right.
If they had done that, people would have been like, fuck you, South Park, for choosing a side. What I love about South Park is they don't choose a side.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. I mean, there are so many shows that are just blatantly choosing sides. Did you see the new Murphy Brown?
Murphy Brown? I haven't even heard of that.
They actually restarted that old shit.
Wow.
You remember that?
It sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm going to be honest.
I think it got canceled like 98 or something, right?
Oh, yeah.
So 20 years later, they restarted it just to do anti-Trump propaganda, basically.
Oh God, here we go. Of course they did.
It's just like, this is so boring.
When are these people going to learn? I mean, there's been multiple YouTubers that I've noticed started doing videos about the whole "get woke, go broke" hashtag.
Mm-hmm.
Because these companies are starting to learn. The more they put that garbage into their fucking movies and television shows, the more they lose money. People stop watching. They don't want to see it. It's like the new. It's like the new. What is it? American Horror Story. That their new season is apparently about like politics and an evil politician who is like the devil has been, elected as president or something. And it's like, you fucking really.
It wasn't funny when they did that to Obama. I'm sorry. I didn't think that was appropriate to call him the son of the devil or whatever they did.
Right.
And it's certainly not funny now.
No, it's not funny.
It's like, stop the fucking hyperbole.
Enough is enough, too. I mean, the puppet show with the Donald Trump puppet shows up just shitting and farting while it's talking. In that episode I did last night in the Radical Cram School. This is how they see the president in their minds. They cannot be swayed into believing that he is not as bad as they make him out to be. Sure, he puts his fucking foot in his mouth on Twitter, and sure, maybe he hasn't done every single thing that's good that they want, but he hasn't exactly been a terrible fucking president.
That's pretty much why they love him, though, because he just speaks his mind. He doesn't care. Oh, yeah. Any other politician, you can never get a straight answer out of them. It's always like they talk for 5 minutes, and when you think about it, it's like, what the hell did he say? He didn't say anything.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything what you just said, and he's been talking for 5 minutes. That's
so if you become president of the United States, what are you going to do about climate change? Let me tell you something about America. America is a great country. And what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
The fucking question was about climate change. And now he's up there just, America's great. We're going to do, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I get it. I mean, politicians, even Donald Trump, he does that shit. But overall, if you look at what the man does and not what he says, it's not like he started any new wars. It's not like he's fucking built those concentration camps for gays and Muslims like everybody said he was fucking going to do. Like, he hasn't done any of the shit they accused him of doing.
Right.
And yet they still see him as this racist, immigrant-hating, white supremacist Nazi.
I actually looked that up with the tear gas. Apparently, Obama used the tear gas every month on the border.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, not much has actually changed on the border.
No, what are you talking about? Nobody said anything about any fucking tear gas on the border when Obama was president. Why not?
Yeah.
What's going on?
And they were separating families on the border too. They've been doing that since Reagan.
Oh yeah.
They have to separate these families because they're not entirely sure that those kids belong to those people. No,
they could be fucking pedophiles who stole that baby.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden, it's a thing because Trump's in office. It's his fault. What? It's literally been going on since Clinton, like the fucking Bill Clinton. Like, how could you guys suddenly be like all for this, fucking thing? Like, I don't get it. I give him the benefit of the doubt most of the time because sometimes you don't even have to listen to what somebody says. You listen to what their enemies say about them. And boy, does Donald Trump's enemies say a lot of shit that don't make no sense and didn't happen.
Yeah. I'm so sick and tired of the hyperbole. And
all the suddenly, like, the president has to be like the Pope or something, like his completely perfect person. Like this whole, like, he fucked a porn star. I don't care.
I see that as a merit.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck? What are you talking about? It's like, good on you. Fucking hey, man.
He's had 3 wives and multiple affairs. Does that affect his ability to?
Good on you, man.
Yeah, fucking. You're like, why is it suddenly a surprise to people on the left that a billionaire gets a lot of pussy?
I don't know. That's just comes with the territory.
I thought that was just accepted.
Common knowledge. Come on.
Look at Tiger Woods, man. Like The dude's like a fucking hundreds of millions of dollars he's worth, and he cheats on his wife with like some hot supermodel, and it's like, how could he do that? But in the back of your mind, you're sitting there going, "Go Tiger, fuck yeah."
Yeah, he could go easier on the fucking pills though, but yeah.
Oh, of course. I'm not saying I'm not saying he's a good person. I'm just saying that we normal people do not know what it's like to be a billionaire. Okay, like I'm not saying the rules they shouldn't be punished for that. I mean, morally,
punish people for what's illegal. It's not illegal to fucking to fuck models.
No, it's not. And even adultery and cheating on your wife, cheating on your spouse,
that's not illegal.
It's not illegal. You can suffer legal ramifications, i.e. divorce, lose half your shit or whatever. But I mean,
but that's a civil matter.
That's a civil matter. You're not going to get sent to prison for fucking, having a mistress.
No.
It's just, it's so weird that suddenly the president has to be like this perfect messiah. Why?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's great to be unfaithful, but it's as old as time.
And I love the moral outrage of the fact that his wife Melania posed for Playboy back in like the 80s, and the pictures got spread all over the internet, and there she is with her fucking boobs.
Oh, again, that's like fucking A, man. What's the problem?
Yeah. But they so hate the Trumps that they can't even see that she's pretty fucking hot. I mean, they're sitting. I watched a video of this leftist, and he had the picture up, and of course her boobs were blurred out because it was on YouTube. And he was like, "This is so disgusting. This is so disgusting. I can't believe this is our first lady, everybody." And I'm sitting there looking at this guy, going, "You sound like one of these like Puritan preachers from the 90s."
Yeah. And he's fucking lying because in this, I haven't seen those pictures. So I don't know if she's fucking hot or not, but let's assume she is if she's in Playboy. So he's lying. He's sitting there, oh girl, that girl's fucking hot. I'd like to fuck her real good.
Yeah,
that's what his brain is thinking.
Well, political ideology gets in the way. I mean, I used to think, like when I see like Anita Sarkeesian, objectively, she's not hot, but she's not like a terrible fucking ugly person. But because of her ideology, she's ugly to me.
Yeah, I mean,
it does change.
Personality can completely ruin your looks.
Oh yeah. Like the way people see you. I mean, like,
and seriously. The opposite. An ugly girl who's got the greatest personality can make up for that. That's.
Oh yeah,
that's the way it is.
Yeah, they, and tequila. Tequila can make people beautiful.
Beer goggles.
Yep, you drink enough of that shit. But I mean, it's objectively like whether you like her or hate her because she's married to Trump should not affect the fact that she's a very, pretty girl. She's a pretty woman. Right. She is. And she's probably the first lady we've ever had that posed naked.
We should encourage that. That should be the norm.
Fuck, I don't know if I want that. Barbara Bush.
Okay, I take that. I take that back.
Yeah, please take that back. Undo, please, for the love of God. I did not want to see Nancy Reagan pose for Playboy.
Yeah. That sounded great in my head, and then no.
No, but I mean, I think she's probably the prettiest first lady since Jackie Onassis.
Yeah, probably. Sounds about right.
Yeah. I mean, Jacqueline Onassis was a trendsetter, man. Anything she wore became fashion.
Yeah. I
mean, she was a beautiful woman. For the time. I mean, you go back and look at her, she's very 60s.
Sure.
But what are you going to do?
Yeah. I'm sure she was considered very beautiful at the time.
Yeah, and the Engaged Few says Nancy Davis was a beautiful woman in her day. Well, of course she was. I just wouldn't want to see her pose for Playboy at a certain time in her life. I mean, I'm just not into old lady porn. I'm sorry, just not.
Yeah, I'm sure Playboy isn't either.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of women who became first ladies who looked a bit frumpy and homely was beautiful at one time when they were teenagers. Even like Hillary Clinton, as hideous as she is, I seen a picture of her when she was like in college, and I'm like, she's not beautiful, but I mean, she's doable.
Yeah,
You know,
she looked average.
yeah, she was definitely the girl next door type, you know,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
but she's also a deranged psychopath. So, you know,
yeah. That's just completely, takes away all the beauty. Completely
yeah,
takes away all the points.
you know,
If she was a 5, that's like a -50 for her personality.
right. And it also depends on where you fucking live, you know. I mean, I'm just being objective here. Even if I had a time machine and went back to when she was 17, I probably still wouldn't fuck her, but I'm not saying that she was fucking ugly. I can't say that. Not
Hmm.
objective. She's not Elephant Man, for fuck's sake. I mean, I'm
Hmm.
just I'm just saying that she wasn't beautiful either. I'm talking about Hillary Clinton, of course. So don't get y'all fucking knickers in a twist, okay? I'm being objective. All right. Objectively, she blended in with society. She probably had boyfriends. It's not that big a fucking deal. You
You're
know?
gonna be known as the Hillary licker now.
Oh God. I take it back. She was fucking ugly. I wouldn't fuck her with a horse's cock. You know? But I mean, come on, people lose their shit all the time with Trump, and it's worse than Obama ever was. It's worse than Reagan was, and people were really divided with Reagan.
Hmm.
You know, people were really divided with JFK. Half the
Yeah.
country hated JFK.
Well, someone obviously hated him a lot more.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a reason he got his fucking head blown off.
Yeah,
But I mean,
and
what a
that's not okay.
no, of course not. But what a president does is more important than party politics, and that's what I really feel like's going on. Is it's all a bunch of party politics.
Well, obviously it is. That's the way it's always been. It seems the hyperbole is increasing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's gotten to a point to where they just like I got a negative comment on the video I did last night that was like, "No offense, Magog," and you know what's coming is going to be an insult when somebody
Hmm.
says "no offense," right?
Hmm. Hmm.
He's like, "No offense, Magog, but you're an idiot. One, Trump is the worst thing to happen to the U.S. in a very long time, and two, there are more than two genders." That was all he said. There was no like actual argument.
Well, why would he watch your videos if that's what he believes?
Hate watcher,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I get a few of them now and again, but whoever that was, they literally just in their mind, what they believe is the truth. They don't have to provide a citation. They don't have to provide any kind of research. They don't have to provide like articles or anything like that. They just simply have to state what they have been taught.
Hmm.
And that's why they get called NPCs, because they just literally just belch out their programming. It's like that. They just fucking say what they're programmed to say, which is why the NPC meme is actually, in my opinion, one of the best memes ever created to describe, the left.
It is. It is. It is. It is really funny.
You know,
It's really good.
because I'm a pretty objective guy. I like to see something and go, okay, is that true? Now it may seem, because of the content I do, that I'm very right leaning, that I don't believe a goddamn thing the left says, and that I fucking love Trump and would kiss his fucking feet. But in actuality, that's not true. I'm hamming it up because I'm a character.
Right.
But in reality, when Trump does something, I'm go, okay, is this good or bad? Let's do some research.
Hmm.
I'll sit there. I've actually gone to like multiple times. I've gone to the actual government websites and looked at all the bills that Trump has passed since he was in office. And there's like fucking 300 of them.
Hmm.
But I've sat there, and when they're all like, we can't allow him to pass this bill, blah, 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 I'll go look at the bill. I won't
Yeah.
sit there and go, brr, Trump, brr, 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 brr. Even with Trump, who I have come to respect a little more than I originally did when he first ran, I still go over there and do my fucking research and objectively look at it and go, okay, is this really a bad bill?
Right.
You know?
Of course.
So I don't understand why suddenly you get, you disagree with one side, you get lumped in with all the crazy, just, radical sycophants. But that's just the world we live in now. You could come out and be like, is Trump really a bad guy? I don't know if he's really a bad president. I'm undecided. And the left will go, Nazi, Nazi.
Well, the only metric you really have is the economics.
Right.
That's the only way you can measure a president. And so far, it's not bad. So,
well, economics, military engagements, and foreign policy. Those are the three biggest things that any president has to fucking tackle.
Right.
Every president.
So he's got 2 out of 3.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, his because
I would say he's got 2 out of 3. He's got the economics down. He hasn't started any wars, so that's nice. And his foreign policy is like, you're pissing a lot of people off. So maybe you could improve there.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, but at the same time, that's actually helped his foreign policy. People don't think
in some ways it's helped with China. Maybe not Iran. I'm not sure about that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. It's not perfect across the board, but I can say this: at least we don't have a spineless president. The world actually is kind of afraid of us right now because of him. Boy, that feels nice. Haven't felt that in a long time.
Right.
When's the last time you heard anything from ISIS? Fuck off.
Yeah, they've been fucking quiet. We're like, don't mind us. We're just sitting here. We're totally good.
Yeah. I mean, I get that his tax breaks are pretty controversial as well because it's Reaganish trickle down,
Reaganomics.
Yeah, exactly. Reaganomics. And a lot of people don't know if that really works for the long term or not. This whole giving CEOs tax breaks so that maybe the CEOs will be benevolent enough to pass down what the corporation saves onto its employees.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that really depends on the corporation because there's already been reports that certain corporations have
I think that might work with companies that are like family owned, but probably not, really big megacorps that are owned by the public.
Well, once again, it depends on the corporation. Like Boeing is a big corporation. They build airplanes. You know who Boeing is, right?
Of course.
They announced because of the tax cuts, they've been able to give Christmas bonuses to all their employees, all the way down to the guy who just turns nuts and bolts for the first time in 5 fucking years.
Oh, that's nice.
So like I said, I think it depends on the corporation, Yeah,
I guess it does. I just figured, publicly traded companies would be like, fuck it. We got to report to the shareholders, whatever. We're just going to screw whoever we need to get quarterly short-term gains.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I am not an economics expert, but I can say we're not doing too bad just from objectively, just from objectively looking at the world around me. We're not in a new depression or anything. We're probably going to see another tech bubble burst.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That's what I tweeted today.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't see that tweet, but yeah, I fully feel like we are going to see another tech burst. I'm in the next, I'd say 5 years.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but we're heading there.
Yeah, because I mean, people, and it's not just from the censorship and the big tech companies like Google and YouTube doing what they're doing. We're just slowly starting to see the internet morph into new things constantly. It's constantly
it's a cumulative effect. It doesn't happen overnight, but just 5 years ago, Facebook's reputation, Twitter's reputation, they were just all stellar. It's like fucking rockets going straight up on the stock exchange and all that. Yeah. And now everyone's like, oh, what's this about all this Cambridge Analytica shit? What's this about about Twitter losing users? What's this about blah, 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 and Apple having to lower their prices because no one's buying the iPhone.
Right.
People are starting to doubt, and that thing is contagious, and it might start a snowball effect.
Yeah, Prospero058 in the chat says the concentration of power in Silicon Valley is a dangerous thing. People are starting to warm up to that too. Yeah, and we're starting to see the actual corruption within some of these bigger companies that are virtue signaling all the time. Oh, we ban this person, we ban that person because of hate speech. But then it turns out some memo gets leaked that Google is just as fucking bad as the rest of them, you know?
Yeah. And also, it doesn't matter if you ban one person, but they're banning millions, and that's going to hit your bottom line.
Eventually, yeah. I mean, fucking Tumblr is talking about getting rid of porn. That's half of Tumblr. They're literally going to cut their user base in half by censoring pornography because of objectifying women or blah, 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 you know? These places are going to be like they're just going to suddenly become little echo chamber safe spaces for leftist ideology that nobody wants to be fucking part of. No normal person is going to use Tumblr in 5 years. No regular average Joe who's trying to grow a business and get his name out there and get his business promoted is going to use Twitter 5 years from now if they don't stop what they're fucking doing. They're shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, there are only so many users to go around. And if you have a policy that bans millions a year, you're going down.
Oh yeah, you're going to get nut punched hard, man.
Well, you're going to eliminate your own user base.
Yeah, and something else is going to rise to take its place. That is going to be like, oh, you don't like what's going on over here? Come on over here. We don't do that. And that's why we're starting to see a schism. We're starting to see these things like Minds and Gab and Stream.me and BitChute suddenly forming out of the ether and starting to gain momentum. I mean, even BitChute, I was doubtful at first. I liked their platform. I liked their system. I liked that it was based off of like I guess kind of a torrent-based system.
Yeah.
But I was also, because of how incredibly powerful YouTube and Google is, to go up against them, I had my doubts on whether they last, because like you've said in previous streams, we as creators are sometimes a little doubtful about new platforms because we've already been through
jaded.
A little jaded about, vid.me and, things like that. But now you go to BitChute and you're like, wow, they got 400,000 unique users and they're like 80% funded now. And wow, fuck, something's happening here. Something's happening. Minds has well over like 2 million unique users. Boy, they're moving forward too.
Yeah, so let's just remind everyone that I am on Minds, I am on BitChute, I am on Gab, and all those other places. And I'm sure you are all there too, right?
Yep, I am on all of those platforms except for Stream.me. That's the new one that I still have to kind of check out. And,
we've been over this.
Yeah. So, God damn it! Black son of a bitch. But anyway, it has been an hour and 15. Did you want to hop over to my channel?
Yeah. We should do that. Should try to keep it as close to what we said as possible. So let's wind down, and I will be uploading the video, and after I'm gonna have to put it up on all the other sites, and it's probably give us what, 15 minutes. I've got to take a piss, make a drink, and set up the stream, so it's going to take a bit, but let's say in 15 minutes, folks, join me over on the Magog Morscar. I'll go ahead and put it on my main channel, fuck it. Probably 20, I don't know, we'll see.
15-20 minutes, pretty unprofessional over here. We don't have a strict time code here. Plus, we're just chilling, talking like we always do. So but if you guys are interested in hearing me and Undoomed continue talking, join me and him over there at the Magog of Morscar main channel. I'll go ahead and set up the stream, and we'll see you guys in a few. Yeah,
and go ahead and put your name in the chat one more time.
Yep.
So they can follow you over to your channel. All right, people. Thank you very much for showing up and listening to our little bullshit talk here, and watch my new video. And thank you very much for your support and super chats and all that. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.